Welcome to my channel. I'm Kate and I am the face of KR Aesthetics. Today's video I'm going to talk about Botox, or more specifically botulinum toxin. Not Botox. Botox is a brand name. Botox is like saying Nurofen instead of ibuprofen. It's the botulinum toxin that we're using. Botox is a brand name. There's Dysport, Botox, Azulor, lots and lots of different ones on the market. I personally only use Azulor. I like it, it's predictable. That's what I'm used to using, so that's what I use. I will keep calling it Botox, just out of habit, and that's what everyone knows it as, but officially botulinum toxin. I'm gonna say Botox, so just deal with it, get used to it. So, Botox, what is it? By the way, excuse my hair. You know when you think it looks okay, and then you stand in front of a camera. I always get these bits. Everyone else get these bits. Like, what even are they? Why are they there? And they're always there. Especially when I stand against a white background. He's got crazy hair. Ignore the crazy hair. We are concentrating on the Botox. Botox is produced by a bacteria from the Clostridium family. It can cause botulism, food poisoning. Bad. Big doses, bad. Small doses, it's like magic. So how does it work? It's a neurotoxin, which suggests obviously that it works on the nerves, works on the nervous system, but we target it very specifically. I am going to do a exciting demonstration using a coffee cup, a rubber ball, and some foil. Side here, big up to Aldi. Who loves Aldi? I love Aldi, I spend a fortune in Aldi. I bought some foil and I've just opened the box. It's got stars on it. Can you see that? You could wrap presents in this. Well done, Aldi. So, for the purposes of my demonstration, my hand is a neurotransmitter. Neurotransmitters sit near muscle cells. This cup is a muscle cell. It's got a K on, K for Kate. I should really get some branded cups, shouldn't I? Look into that. So, neurotransmitter, this is what spits out the things that make the muscles work. They spit out something called acetylcholine. This rubber ball is the acetylcholine. So this is the message that goes from the neurotransmitter and tells the muscle to contract. In normal circumstances, we've got the neurotransmitter, here the ACH, here's the muscle cell, and it pops in, and then the muscle contracts. Are we clear? When we put Botox in, we want to stop those muscles working. We don't want them to contract. What happens then is we've got the neurotransmitter, the ACH, and we've got the Botox. And the Botox is a sparkly star-covered foil. The Botox sits over the top of the muscle. So neurotransmitter, ACH, I can't get in. It's stuck. So when it's stuck, muscle can't contract, which means that your face can't move. Mine's wearing off. It's been like 6 months. This is bad. I want to look smooth. So that's how it works. Botox blocks acetylcholine from going into the muscle, so it stops the muscle contracting. Similarly, you can also use it for sweat glands, and it works in exactly the same way. So things like armpits, sweaty palms, sweaty feet, sweaty top lip, we can stop all that. It does good things. We know how it works. How do we get it into the muscles? What do we do? Look away if you're scared of needles. It's not that bad. It's only tiny. It's only a little prick. Little needle. I don't even know you can see it. Can you see how tiny that? So that is the needle that we use. So it is only tiny. Look how big that is, that's only midget. In the case of, say, forehead, to stop, I can't even do it, to stop this. We look at the face, we see where the most active areas of the muscles are, and generally in your forehead, unless you want it super, super smooth, we kind of go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 6 little injections in the forehead, easy enough to do. Midline can be a little bit more uncomfortable, a little bit sore. I have done a video before lockdown started of a Botox administration. Put a video together at a later date, what the Botox journey is. I hate that. Does that annoy anyone else? Journey. That's on my list of things to do. So it is a natural product. Although it is a toxin, yes, it is a toxin, but it is a natural product. It's naturally produced by bacteria. So your body will break it down gradually over time. If we go from administration all the way through to, say, 6 months down the line, the first few days it will start to work. It'll take about 3 days and you'll start to notice a bit of a difference. it will hit its peak activity at 6 weeks post-injection. So that's the strongest the effect's ever going to be. And after that 6-week period, it just very, very gradually sort of comes down. Like I say, I've had mine done nearly 6 months now, and you could just see that my eyebrows are moving more than I would like them to, but it's just wearing off, and it wears off gradually. You're not going to suddenly wake up the next morning and suddenly you've got full movement and you've got your lines back and your 11 lines back, because people don't like that. Gradually it will wear off. We say 3 to 6 months. It depends on your metabolism, because we're all different. We can't generalize for everybody because we are all individual people. We've all got different muscle strengths and different metabolisms. So as a general rule, 3 to 6 months. I find that if you're having it for the first time, we're going straight into some muscles which are really, really, really strong, and they'll fight that Botox a lot faster. So you may find with your first administration, first time ever, it doesn't last quite as long as when you've been having it for a while. I'm 44 next month. I'm 44, and I've been having Botox since I was 32. Shh, don't tell my mum, she doesn't know. So yeah, I've been having Botox for quite a long time, and mine does last really, really well. Although, I've got a very good practitioner. That's me, by the way. Now, Botox is a prescription drug, and as with everything else, there are side effects. Things can go wrong. What could go wrong with your Botox? So we're injecting it for a start. Anything involving an injection, you're gonna risk swelling, you're gonna risk bleeding, and you're gonna risk bruising. Because, I don't know if you can see my head, I don't tend to have terribly see-through skin, but a lot of clients, you can see the veins and the vessels that are going up there. You can hit a vessel sometimes, and if you do, it's not the end of the world, nothing awful is going to happen, but you can get a bit more swelling and a bit of a bruise, which if you're telling your other half you don't have Botox, could take a little bit of explaining. Just say you banged your head on a cupboard. No one needs to know. It'll be our secret. So apart from the obvious side effects and risks of having injections, we also have holes in our skull. Holes in your skull where nerves and things come through. So particularly here, which are the ones we need to consider in the case of toxin, we can occasionally get some toxin leaking into these holes here. We can't predict that because we can't see through your skin. We don't know exactly. We know where it is on the average person, and on the average face, we're not all average. We're all different. So we'll always try to avoid that area, but sometimes it can get into there. Again, it's not the end of the world if it does. What you can get is what we call a ptosis. Ptosis is effectively a droopy eyelid. Not a good look. It's annoying. It is so annoying, and it's happened to me once in however many years I've been having it. 13, 14 years, once. More annoying than anything else, droopy eyelid. That's pretty much as bad as it can get with Botox, and it's self-limiting. It will wear off. But I must stress, it is really irritating when it happens, for you and for me. But it's just one of those things. And your practitioner will get you to sign a consent form and will explain all of this to you, all the risks. And if you've got a practitioner who isn't explaining all these risks, maybe don't let them loose with that. Not safe. Be informed. Also, we are working on muscles. And I'm specifying these because these are the most common areas that people have it done. So forehead, midline, called your glabella or your 11 lines, and your crow's feet. So these are the most common areas. We can use it in other places. I've mentioned with the sweating and things, you can use it here, and you can use it on the neck. You can use it for lots of things, but I'm just focusing more specifically on this area because that's the area that most people will have done. I personally often get a bit of a bad headache, a bit of a Botox headache, maybe day 2, 3. It's just kind of like a tension headache. It can feel a bit achy, and it's just one of those things, and it goes away. But it's always worth mentioning, because if you've just had Botox and you've never had it before, and suddenly day 3 you've got this banging head, you might panic. People do panic, but you don't need to panic. It's quite normal. Botox sometimes gets a bit of a bad rap, I think. People assuming that it just freezes your face. You will not look like this. No, that's not what it does. What it will do is just make you feel more refreshed. I can't really explain it unless you've had it done. But the minute I've got that Botox in my head, instantly, even though I know it hasn't taken effect yet, instantly I'm like, ha, yes, I look fabulous. You feel better, you feel refreshed, you just feel brighter. And I referred back to this in my first video, I think. People won't go, you've had Botox. What they will do is go, oh, you look really well. They won't be able to pinpoint what it is about you that looks better. You just look refreshed, you look less tired. It's awesome stuff. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Another thing that I get asked a lot is, I think a lot of people think that it will numb the muscles, like a dental injection would numb you, and it doesn't do that. You still feel like your face is moving. You won't be numb, and you'll still feel like you are moving your face. You still think that your eyebrows are moving, but they're just not. They still feel like they are, but they don't. Just freezes them off, but you're not static. So that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour of Botox or botulinum toxin, with the injections and the risks and side effects and how it works and what we can do. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, share this. Please tell people to do that, because I need the subscribers. Tell everyone, even the people who might judge me for my crazy hair. That's all for today. Anything else you want me to cover, let me know, and I will be back next week with something else. I haven't thought what yet. See you soon.